So today I want to talk to you guys about Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight isn't just a game of nostalgia or about nostalgia. It's a reminder that the reason why some games are revered and others are forgotten is that great games like great music and great films have a timeless excellence. Excellence in visual style, excellence in art direction, in story and in lore, superlative control and gameplay mechanics. Together, the sum of the parts of a great game becomes something more, something that stays with you long after you stop playing the game. Shovel Knight doesn't just recreate the best aspects of great 8-bit Nintendo games, but rather it fuses elements of those games with some of the best concepts for modern game design, creating a unique and wholly original product that stands not just on nostalgia, but completely on its own. Like many others who have sung this game's praises, it isn't nostalgia that makes Shovel Knight special to me. My brother and I didn't have game consoles when we were kids. We didn't have them in our home growing up, so gaming nostalgia for me is the Commodore 64, and it's the PC. It's Jumpman and Impossible Mission and Wing Commander, Mech Warrior, the LucasArts games, Sierra games, Apogee. These are the things that bring me back to my gaming youth. I certainly played my fair share of console games, but very rarely did I play the classic single-player platformers like Mega Man, and when I did, I was terrible at them. But here I am 30 years later gushing about Shovel Knight. This is obviously not just a game that relies on nostalgia. It doesn't simply don the clothes of classic games, but it's made of the essence of what makes classic games so timeless. It has fantastic writing and fantastic, unique character design. It has just the right amount of humor, and it's just the right difficulty, difficult without being unfair. And it has a really, really good soundtrack. Probably my favorite track in the game, Strike the Earth, is the background music for the very first level. And I'm pretty sure this is part of why I fell for the game so hard right away. There's also just the right amount of the comic absurd in this game, from the hat shopkeeper who, after he turns into a boss, hides throughout the level quite poorly in random places, to, well, this thing. Shovel Knight took me about 10 hours to beat the first time through, and while a few levels had me frustrated, they never felt cheap, and that's a really important distinction. Most of the bosses were very memorably designed, if a bit uneven in difficulty, and the relic-specific challenges were all very good, but the relics themselves were a bit uneven in usefulness and uniqueness. But really, any complaints I have for Shovel Knight are nitpicks. Early in 2014, I had Towerfall Ascension pegged by far as my favorite game from 2014, but with some reflection, I have to say now, it's definitely Shovel Knight. I'm almost too excited for the upcoming DLC to be released as part of the stretch tiers that were hitting the Kickstarter campaign. And I have to say, Shovel Knight, without a doubt, is worth its full $14.99 MSRP. But I have no doubt it's going to be discounted this year now that it's been out for some time, and you should buy it. And hands down, go out and buy it. It runs on basically any modern computer. I mean, it even runs on my HP Stream 7 tablet, so you have no excuse. And trust me, you don't have to be nostalgic for the long gone days of the Nintendo Entertainment System platformer to love Shovel Knight. It is a modern classic that stands completely on its own merits.